Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and on this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a very powerful hypnosis session that was created for a client that often felt disrespected or unseen, unlistened to, that their values and standards weren't being met. And that got them quite frustrated, quite annoyed, and also just feeling like they weren't worth very much. And what was happening with this particular client is that they were projecting their standards and how they would treat other people and assuming that other people should treat them in the same way. And of course, not everyone is going to play by the same rules or operate from the same values. So this hypnosis session works in that area. There was also something else going on with this client, and that was that quite often if there was a delay or an interruption into something that they were working on, quite often they would just stop and not do anything until that thing was out of the way. And the problem with that is that it was really creating friction and impeding the quality of their life. So how they wanted to respond is to either find a different way to deal with the same situation, or to get to a point where they could do other stuff while they were waiting for whatever the issue is to resolve. This hypnosis session uses lots of metaphor, uses parts integration therapy and other direct suggestions as well, so that they're able to trade these certain expectations for a different paradigm where the expectations get lower, but in return, they're able to feel more appreciative when they're pleasantly surprised, when people treat them a certain way, when they are considerate, and they switch the until way of thinking to more of a while way of thinking. So if there is a delay, they can be doing other things while they are waiting. So there's quite a bit going on here. The ideal way to experience this hypnosis session is going to be to find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, to relax and to enjoy the session. But please bear in mind that it was created for a specific individual, and not all the suggestions are going to make sense for you. On that basis, if you like the idea of having a bespoke session, check out the links in the show notes or the description. There will be a link there where you can book a completely free consultation call to explore working with me. But for now, find a nice place to relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of letting go, of releasing tension. That's it, as you breathe out. Scan your body for any clues of tension and allow yourself to position your body in different ways that would facilitate deeper and deeper relaxation. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And I wonder if you can start to feel more of that relaxation in the tiny muscles of your forehead or around your jaw. Just feel that sense of drifting inwards to a place that some people call imagination and other people call hypnosis or reflection or reverie. Allow yourself to go to that place, a place where changes happen easier. And I wonder if you could imagine yourself at the edge of a quiet cliff, overlooking a vast ocean. Imagine it being early, gentle, no one around, and the sky is still dim and dark. But far out, there on the horizon, a soft amber light begins to rise. Imagine feeling the cool breeze on your skin, a sense of steadiness on the rocks beneath your feet. And each breath, your awareness settles deeper into this moment. And maybe you can hear the rhythm of the waves beginning to match the rhythm of your breathing, rising and falling, steady and calm. And as you gaze at the horizon, the first golden rays of the sunrise break through the sky. And you can consider this a birth of a new day, full of potential. And just like this sunrise, maybe you realize that something deep within you is awakening also. As the sun rises higher, its warmth begins to touch your shoulders, melting away any echoes of lingering tension, and any tightness in your body starts to loosen and soften now. The golden light moves through your neck, your jaw, your chest and your stomach, and all the way down to your legs and toes. It's as if the sunlight is releasing old tension and inviting in new calm. With every breath, the light grows stronger, and your body feels lighter, more open, more free. And with that light, a sense of clarity and calm floods your inner world. Because deep within you, there's a part of you, maybe once frustrated when things didn't go to plan, a part that felt disrespected, not listened to, unseen. But I wonder what would happen if today something is different. What if that part of you now learns something new? That delays are not obstacles. They are invitations. Invitations to adapt, to create, to grow stronger than ever. possible that every block contains a hidden path, and you're learning to find it. That every disruption is simply a new question. What else is possible now? And there is a wiser part of you, patient, calm and powerful. A part that steps forward now, gently embracing the part that used to feel triggered in some way. And what if together they integrate, working as one, no longer at war but in alliance? So much so that when plans change, you no longer resist, you respond. When someone acts in a way that could be seen as disrespect, what if the default is to pause and breathe and allow yourself to wonder? What if their intention wasn't to harm, to be rude, but is just misaligned? They're caught up in their world. No malice at all. And what if that thought softens everything? What if it was possible to find it easy now? To find a neutral interpretation, or even a positive one? Because you know that your power lies in how you interpret. It's the meaning, not the event. I want you to get a sense that you now believe that emotions and feelings are not a reflection of what happened, but the meaning that you give the thing that happened. New meanings create new emotions. Obstacles could be a game to set challenges for you to solve. And instead of waiting for something to happen, imagine being tenacious, where you shift and pivot. You ask, while I'm waiting, what else can I do, or what can I move forward? One door is a door of prevention, hesitation, and feeling stuck. And the other door, empowerment, tenacity, creativity. So imagine walking through the door you would like. And perhaps in that same door, you expect less from others now. Not from a place of cynicism, but from freedom. And by lowering those expectations, it feels like a gift when those expectations are exceeded. And the other way round, the other door, feels like an entitlement. But that would require everyone on the planet to know your standards, to know your expectations, and be thinking about them all the time. And the more you think about that, the more ludicrous it feels. So that door of lower expectations and more gratitude, more feelings of, isn't it wonderful that those expectations have been exceeded, feels like it's leading you to a more positive future. A future where you feel more resourceful, more creative, more in control of your response. And even when you can't control the situation, setbacks no longer break your stride. Instead, they sharpen your focus. As you look out over the ocean, it's now daytime, sunrise has happened a long time ago. Imagine seeing a sailor on a boat, The sailor doesn't mind what the weather is. Storms, rain, wind. They just adjust the sail. They play their position. They deal with things exactly as they are, not as they want them to be. And feel yourself rising above frustration, that you can navigate with wisdom and discernment, looking for distinctions so that generalizations become details, new ways of perceiving things that enrich your life, rather than lead to frustration or hesitation, because you are becoming an emotional alchemist, a master of your own state. So from this day forward, when delays come, especially delays not of your making, you remember the sunrise, the way it always rises. That even if the sky is cloudy, even if there's rain, the sun will always rise. Even if it's not on your schedule, it rises, and you rise with it. And you can carry this calm with you, this clarity, this strength. Each challenge, each setback becomes a choice. And the more that you choose powerfully, peacefully, and wisely, the stronger this muscle becomes. Because you are the calm within the storm, and the sun always rises. I want you to think of something that absolutely did trigger you in the past, but now happening in your future, and see that future version of you responding entirely different because of these new perceptions, beliefs, and strategies. And if you can see that future version of you managing things in a different way that doesn't hold everything up, but more encourages tenacity, creativity, or the ability to give new, empowering meanings to things. You can see that future. Let me know by nodding your head. Step into that new identity, an evolved version of you with just different ways of thinking now. And all the parts required are integrated to this new way. And if an echo of the past comes up and you get triggered, that's just a feedback loop. And you'll ask yourself, what different perception or meaning could I have given this thing so I didn't feel this way? You either win or you learn. And if learning is a win, then you're always winning, always moving forward. Imagine being back on the cliffs, but this time seeing the sun start to set. And as it sets, feel that you're floating back to your physical body now, taking all these changes with you. So breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. And you will awaken feeling confident, resourceful, but as tenacious as a gardener that will stop at nothing to keep moving forward. Starting to count 1, 2, 3, waking up 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.